Good morning. No, it is now afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Sting Hockey. Today's opponent is the Nepean Raiders in black. Ottawa Sting ready to hit the ice. Fergus will be center on the first line with Matty and Jude. Lucas and Connor behind him. We're missing a few players today. Shout out to Michael Byrne at home, recovering from a flu. Sting chuck it in. Jude follows up. Matty tries to pick it off. Fergus does, though. And offside as Matty was still lingering. Liam Justin missing from the lineup today with an upper body injury. He'll be sitting out watching from the sidelines. He was here to join his teammate and cheer them on. And he was on the bench. Raiders take that face off and work it down, dump it into the Sting end, and behind the net it goes. Cole chasing it around the outside. Then Jude works it, tries to fire it up the line. Shot in from the point off a skate. Flipped up past Fergus. And Raiders take it back into their end. Find a lane out over the red line. Cole swiping at it in front of us. Luke takes the man off the puck, slides it across to Fergus, who goes through his feet. Raiders are going to fire that in, go for a change. And it's Jack back in behind the net. Knocked down, and then Edouard tries to backhand it out. Jack and Tristan working it in the corner. Edouard's going to come back up to the point. Shot through, wristed, slapped down. And yeah, there was a redirect down in front of the net there. Everybody's going to change. What's going on here? Oh, we got a penalty coming. I didn't even see that. Hand went up. I didn't even see what it's for. Never saw the arm up. Okay. We got a penalty to the Nepean Raiders. Pardon me. Raider. I'm going to call that boarding just to get something up there. And so, Sting go on the power play right away. Edouard takes that off the face-off. Back to Marco. He doesn't handle it at the blue line. It dribbles back under his feet. He chucks it in. Luke is the last one to clear on side and go chasing in after it. Raiders are going to pop that out. Off of Tristan's stick, slowly makes its way past the bench. Raff on it. And he looks cross ice, missing Marco, bounces out to center ice. Raiders chuck it in. Raff back to collect. Raff skating out, makes his way through center, down in, gets a shot wide across the top of the crease. Marco picks it up. He tries to fire it through its block. Tristan back on it. Tristan working, looking, shooting through. Bash in front, stops that one. Couldn't get a redirect up, so it stopped it off to the corner. And then back to Mash, down and behind, down low, off the side of the net. Pops out of the zone, and Marco will chase after it. Under pressure, though. He's going to get there. Tap up. Raiders on it, down deep. Raff in. It goes the other way. Oops, sorry. And out over neutral zone. Raff goes in. Down into the Nepean end. Raff looking back along the boards. Fergus holds the line. Loses a footing and goes down along the boards. And that gives Nepean a chance to recover it and fire it out. So only 30 seconds left in this power play. The Sting not really recording a good shot on net. Now just missing Fergus on the breakout. That puck's going to go all the way down. Whistle will blow for an icing call. Face off, comes back into the Nepean end, and the defenders can't pick it up, so it's a foot race. 2-on-2 going down. Tristan tags up in behind the net. Jude comes in to watch that. Nepean are going to get away with it in behind their net. Stopping and reversing, and then wrapping it around the outside, up to the point. Lucas pinches in, tags it, throws it down into the corner. Tristan goes in, plays it with his skates. And then pinging it back out to Jude. Jude to Lucas. Shot through. A redirect from Matty stopped it, unfortunately. It was going to miss wide. Nepean grabbed that. Penalty has expired. And it's Nepean working it around the outside. Luke watching it, trying to pinch that in. Out comes the puck. Fanning on the shot in. Nepean offside, then back onside. They chuck it in, go for a change. Connor tries to work it through the feet, has to go off the board. That's going to get shot back and forth along the boards. The shot gets deflected off the side. Sam plays it. Now from the point, redirected and goes wide. Fergus trying to push it along. Shot on Sam. Makes the save with the pads. Connor in the corner. Nepean trying to center it. Can't get the stick down fast enough. Edouard's going to clear that out, but he misses Fergus on the breakout. Nepean find a lane in. Shoot a little bit wide, and Sam plays that off with the pad. Luke trying to clear along the boards. Goes off a skate. Stopped at the side. Working it back down in. Goes past Cole. Jack will go in and play it. Looks for a lane out. Shovels it to Edouard, but misses. Jack. He fans on that clearing attempt. Cole. He'll regroup. Throw it to the side. Nepean now down in behind the nets. In the corner. Nepean recovers. It's back and forth. Down in deep. Centering it. Spin around chance. Shot never made it through. Got deflected up into the corner. Cole plays it. Luke comes in to touch up. Sustained pressure here by Nepean. It's going to be Fergus carrying it out. Over the red. Dangles it through. He's played off to the boards. It's a clear hit. He's still down, and now with a stick hooking. I think we're going to get a penalty here on a hooking call against the Raiders. Fergus going? Why would Fergus go? I don't know what that is. I think it's holding. I've never seen that signal. So now Nepean gets their chance at the power play. Nepean to win the draw, kick it back. Fired shot goes through and deflected, I think, off Marco. I think trying to clear it out, it bounced in behind Sam, back came around the other way from behind. Can't seem to clear that penalty. It's going to keep dropping down. So ignore that penalty. It has been cleared. Oh, I got 2 goals for the Raiders somehow. I'll fix up my scoreboard. It's a 1-0 game. Mash along the boards. Trying to work it out. Tristan going to try and help push that along. They don't do it. They swing around, trying to throw it out to no one. Raff goes in. See what he can do. Shovels it back. The Raiders are there to pick it off. In behind the net. Marco loses a footing on the hit. And now a clearing attempt. It's going to dance over the blue line and out. Oh, whoops. Raiders go in. They're going to get a shot on. Deking chance. Saved by Sam. Another chance down in tight. And another save made by Sam as he covers up with the pad. Dives on it. Raiders working in the corner. Fergus will come out with it. Down the left wing. Goes in, tries to stick a shot. It's high and wide. Around the boards it goes. Cole tried to pinch in and grab it, but out come the Raiders. They deke through, 2-0. Deking, pad save made. We're going to grab that one as a replay to watch too. Sting win the draw, but then push it back. It's Raiders who recover it. They hold it in at the blue. Throw it down into the corner. Raff playing it, but Raiders come out in behind the nets. Centering it. Nope, goes back to them. Now Matty stops that one, shovels it backwards, but it's picked off. Shot makes its way through. Sam, pad save. Shoot along the boards. Nepean steals that puck. Walks into the slot. Can't get the shot off. Now finally it's Matty with enough time to make something work. Up off the boards. Jude will pick it up and go in. He centers it, but there's no one there. Just a turnover. Connor wraps it the other way. Edwards stops it. Looks. Misses Tristan breaking out. But it's Luke at the line, playing forward, throwing it up. And it goes wide of the net. Doesn't get a shot on. Now tries to center it. Nobody there, but now it's Tristan recovers. Looks, reverses back. Backhanded shot through traffic, picked up by Luke in front. Shot on, save made, loose, dangling puck. Everybody's scrambling. And then finally the whistle happens. So Sting finally recording their first real shot of the game, with a pad save made right in front of Luke. So Luke stepping in to a forward role in right wing with Liam out and Michael Byrne missing. They've moved a defender up because we do have our defenders in the lineup. Back to the line. Cole throws it through. Tristan, he can't get a shot through. Edouard tries to get a stick down on it. Cole holds it. Works through. It's deflected out, and it's going to be a breakout for the Raiders. Shot goes wide, and then a chance for the winger coming in. Doesn't get a stick down. Out comes Tristan. Over the blue. He's down with Luke. He gets pinned against the bench. Slapper from Edouard. Up and out of play. Deflected. Fergus trying to work through the face-off, but Nepean take it. The final lane down the ice, off the boards, into the Sting zone. Centering attempt goes across the top of the crease. Up to the point, out pushes Mash. Raiders throw it in, around the outside. Raft chases it. He loses a stick in the process. Fergus pushes the man back. Raiders centering it. Mason picks it off, goes to the boards. Slapper, up off the crossbar. Sam goes down. Here's Marco, working it behind the nets. Raff works it the other way, continues through, wraps around, gets past Mash, shot in from the point, deflected in front and then off to the corner. Mason. He tries to slap it along the boards. Can't get it out. Goes the other way. Raff, he's going to skate in to get up with it. Pokes at it. Takes a player down. Fergus goes off a skate. Can't get it out. Sting just pinned down in the end here. Mason on the boards. Tries to find a lane. Hits it right to the defender. Shot through traffic. Sam. Trapper save. Blinded in the screen, but he makes it. Shots heavily favoring Raiders at this point, as is ozone time, I'm sure. Lucas backhands to Matty, who drops it for Tristan. Tristan's out. Tristan down in deep, shot on, flipped up or saved. I'm not sure which it was. It goes over the top of the net. Connor, shot through traffic, pad save made. Second chance, goes high and wide. Connor from the point. Shoots it through traffic. A deflection made. Bad save. Sting now registering some shots. Nepean transitioned that out off the boards and down. Lucas back to touch up. Nepean with a chance to center. Man in front. Shoots it wide. Tristan takes him off the puck. Tries to walk out. Connor poking at it. Now Lucas in. Loose puck. Connor sees it. He swipes it backwards. Backhand. Jude going to try and catch up with it. Shoveled in by Nepean. Down in the corner. In behind the net. Centering attempt. Sam stabs at it. Wrap around. Up in the air. Goes over to the top of everybody and over the far side along the boards. Back up to the point. And now, finally, it's Jude who pops it out. Goes to the bench. Some are going to change, but not enough. In come the Raiders. Chance in front. Deke and a goal as they get around Lucas and Sam. Well, Sting just a little too eager to change there. They needed the change, but they hadn't really cleared it out. They only had it up to the red line and then got beat. Shot goes down in deep, and now Raiders trying to set up behind the net. Cole stops that one, then finds Edouard. Deflected off and shot down in to the Raiders' end. Edo gets a stick on it down in the corner, trying to center, but it's just turned over. Icing with 2:34 left to go in period number one. Sting take that face off. Ralph tries to shoot it through. It's off a shin pad and bounces out of the zone. Marco slaps it in. Sting get onside. Raiders behind their own net. Try and set it up. The breakout comes from the defender who's hanging back. He goes down the right wing, chucks it in. Stops. Marco will get back first. Taps it. Centering. Raff's there, and a trapper comes down to stop that puck. The Raiders with possession off the draw. They throw it down in behind the net. Connor looks for a lane out, but it's hit twice on the way out and stopped and held in. Connor's going to look again, this time deflected. Not enough motion. Tristan, he looks, can't find the lane out. Mash gets beat. In the corner, Tristan working hard. Connor tries to work, slapping at it, at the ref there. But Nepean with it, looking to set it up. They stop in front. Centering it. Mason picks that one off easily. He flips it up, and it does make its way out, dangling over the line, and chucked in offside. Oh, they're calling that no, I'm not sure what. Why would we go there for an offside? No, that one I've not seen before. So face-off just outside the Raiders' end. Has Tristan pushing it in at first, but then recovered by the Raiders. They stop, reverse back. D-to-D pass, works it up the left side. Cole monitoring that. It goes off his shin pad down into the corner. On the far side, it's Jack. He tries to work it up. Maddie finds Jude, but it's picked off, held back in. Cole. Cole, Jude, and Fergus work it together, but back out to the point. Deke. Defender works in. He stops. He loses the footing. Goes down. Fergus backhands it, but not picked off, and it's stopped back in. These guys are going to have to be more deliberate with their clearing attempts and not just hoping that the volley gets out, I tell you. Nepean has them pinned in the end again. 30 seconds to go. Can they survive the period? Now coming out to the blue line, held in. Shot through traffic, a deflection in front goes wide. Nepean with it, going to try and set up. They center it through. Sam's down on it. He gets the whistle. Slapper, pad save. Nearly point blank range. And the buzzer's going to go. Nope. A whistle on icing just before the buzzer can go. So just 2.5 seconds you can see on the major clock there. As we'll have one face-off to Sam's right. Held down and shot before the buzzer. Hits Raff, and he goes down. Taking a shot to I think the back of the knee, maybe. He'll be all right. He'll get up. We'll reset and get ready to go for period number 2. So unofficial shot count has Raiders dominating. So a good amount of saves for Sam, but a lot of shots on him has kept him busy. Raiders goalie has a slight size advantage on Sam, not much, maybe a little wider. Sting's gonna have to move that puck, create some space and get some open nets. Tristan out for the face-off with Edouard and Luke. Marco and Raff are going to have to face a Raider coming in right away. And a shot on and a save made. Raiders. Tristan trying to work it through. It's Raff collecting up to the line. Raiders hold it in. Marker goes back, tries to shovel it around backwards. It's Edo picking it up, and Tristan then back to Edo, but picked off on the back check coming out. Held in. Raiders in again. Now it's Raff. Overskates it slightly. 4 players trying to work out of the corner. Raiders in. They're going to shovel that back to their point man. Gets deflected up high and over the net. Raff takes the man into the corner. Centering attempt. Sam pokes at it. Off the boards to Luke on the back end. He's going to finally get that out on the back. Edouard will go and pressure. Raiders stop. Shovel it in. Go for a change. But then Marco just dumps it around. No one waiting for it. They're going to have to look before they try to clear. And behind the net, Raff. Tristan. Down and in. Shot deflected up into the rafters. And out of the rink. Liam there trying to get that into the rink, and he does. Gets it up over the net. One shot, one attempt, and he gets it. So the original puck back in play. Linesman will pick that up, get ready for the drop. Back to Mash. Mash to Lucas. Shot through traffic, deflected somehow. There's a pad save made. Then Fergus in front. Return by Mason. On a quick shot from Fergus. All right, a tighter game now, 2-1, just a few minutes into the second period. Sting push it through off the draw. It's Fergus again going in. Push to the outside, now centers it through. Who's there? Mason's there, can't get a stick quite down. Shot from Lucas. And a glove save made by the Nepean goalie. Now Sting out shooting the Raiders by a margin of about 4-2 early in this second period. Tristan on the face-off. It's back to the Raiders. They're going to fire it up off the boards. Just missing that lead man. Cole takes care of that one off to the side. And then in behind the net, Jude back. Going to tap up, but shovel it around. No one there, of course, because that's his position. Shot through traffic in front. Sam makes some kind of a save. Now it's loose in front, swiped out by Mason. No, it was Tristan swiping that out. Pardon me. Jude working it. Now Jack pops it along just over to Cole. Cole's going to get enough of a time, but he feeds it right off and intercepted by the Raiders. Tristan pops it out. Matty chases. It's actually a 2-on-1 as Jude gets in. He tries to center. It's picked off by the defender. Now on the transition, it's Raiders coming out. Centering attempt, picked off by Marco. It's going to dribble out over the blue line. Raiders skating back along the boards in front of me. Luke throws it down in deep. Sting's going to get a chance to change. Luke pressuring. Cross ice go the Raiders. Raff. Deeks looks, he's going to skate with it. Raiders give him space. He skates through down the right wing. Gets in. Tries to drop off to Edward, who's coming into the slot. Turned over and picked off. Out come the Raiders. Into the corner. Centering it through. A little bit too early. Dangerous chance there for the Raiders. Nobody gets it through. Popping up. No one's puck. Over the line it comes. Fergus tries to pick it off, but it's thrown in. Raff goes cross ice to Marco. Pressure from the Raiders, center it through. Raiders. The shot goes off, I think, top of the crease and across, and then finds Fergus coming out. Raiders easily handle that one. Back down. Marco. Raff looks. Misses Mash. It's well in behind him. There's no way he's going to connect on that one. And it's an icing call with 10:45 remaining in period number 2. Raiders win that draw. Deflected off and behind the net, around the outside. Around the outside the other way. There they go. Stops at a funny spot. Tristan picks it up. Looks to get it to Connor, who loses a stick. He's going to kick it. No! Yeah, it bounces over the blue. It's out at least. Connor trying to chase it down. He's got no stick. Lucas pops at it. Now Lucas again. Off the boards. Batted down by Mason and out of the thing. There goes Mash. Down the right wing. In comes Tristan. Oh, and Mash overskates the puck. It's a move I haven't seen before. Mash so good on the stick. Raiders in behind the Sting net. Back to the point. Shot through traffic. Save made, loose in front. Everybody diving on it. Out it comes for Mason. And the net is off the moorings, so a whistle blows it down. Raiders off the draw again. Shot from the winger. It goes top of the crease. Corner and then back out to the point. Shot in. Pad save made. In behind the net. Cole working hard to try to get it back. Loose in front. Two Raiders with a chance. Sam scrambling. Makes his way to the side of the net. Jack gets a skate on it. Cole slaps at it. Then he finds Matty's over his stick. Can't control it. Up at the point. Slapper deflected in front. Sam diving on it. Makes a save. Another busy shift for Sam. Coming up big. Keeping these guys in a one-goal game. Fergus facing off. Tries to push it through, which he does. Fergus in through the slot, gets Jude. Can't get enough of it. Now Fergus with his wrap around. He's collected in behind the net. Jude tries to pinch in to help out. Where's that puck? It's going to come out along the boards. Held by Marco. Shoveled in. Fergus picks it up. Hits Matty. Matty dancing through. He's picked off. And Raiders return it back down the right wing and in. Raff stops it. Matty comes back to look. On the net slowly. Marco's going to get it. Raiders player down in the corner, but not out. Raiders are going to walk in. Tight angle shot. Save made off to the corner. Fergus trying to pin it. Raff. Puck comes loose behind the net. Backhand wraparound attempt. Fergus picks off the save. Centering it, but stopped by a stick. Coming in. Lucas holds the line, fires one in. And a glove save made by the Nepean goalie. Nice shot there by Lucas. To the point, Connor looking through, find an angle, shot through, save made by the glove of the goalie. That was another nice shot. Might have been too high to actually hit the netting, but well aimed. Tristan facing off, tries to get it back. He's going to work his way through, up to the slot. Lucas down low, throws it in, stopped by a couple sticks. Connor can't hold the blue line, works it back, throws it in. Lucas last to get on side. And then the breakout pass, long across, chucked in. Chased down, Connor loses the footing. Around the outside, back up to the point. Shot through, deflected up, and just wide of the net. A save made by Sam on the pad, I think, and it popped up and wide on the deflection. And then out of play on the clearing attempt by the Raiders. Well, another shout out to Michael Byrne. Sorry to miss him today. We're definitely missing his speed into the corner on the chase. And sorry to miss my broadcast crew. Shout out to Trevor and to Bung. Into the corner, Cole loses the footing. He's down. Tries to throw it forward. Jack watches the side of the net. Centering pass goes through the top of the crease. Shot back down in, behind the net again. Raiders trying to work it out. Backhanded, picked off by Mason this time. Mason catches up with it, drops it off to Mash. Mash gets in, Fergus stays on side. He's picked off, and out come the Raiders. Oh, back check by Mason. He recovers that one. He's going to skate in. Tries to get a shot off. Hits a skate, I think. Fergus centering it through. Mason had lost the footing and went down. Sideways reached at it, but out comes the puck for the Raiders. Jack back with it. Pokes at it. Cole. Nash swipes at it. It is thrown in. Offside. Giving Cole time and space. Can often be a dangerous thing for these Sting. They hit the breakout to Mash nicely. Mash is going to throw it off to the left. Tristan comes in to touch up. Takes position. Gets the puck. Mash waiting. Tristan centers it. Mash there. Save made. Tristan recovers. Now some pressure from Sting. They throw it to Mason in the slot. Mason, time, shot, pad save made. Maybe on the net, wrap around, goal! Goal by Tristan on a rebound shot saved. That was made by Mason, I'm pretty sure. Fergus charged off the face-off, and Marco's going to throw that in. Raiders right back in on it, though. Trying to backhand it across the top of the crease. A tripping call coming to Raff as he inadvertently tripped a winger coming through the slot. Shot through traffic, somehow it stopped. I don't think it made its way to Sam. And now it's going to be Matty trying to get it over the line. Just so close, working it. Shot on, pad save made by Sam. Second attempt, he clears it, grabs it rather, and stops that one with 1:40 officially left in this power play for Nepean. Fergus out for the face-off, slaps at it. It's Luke takes the face-off. I saw the 8. Luke reaching at it. Oh, Luke trying to get it out over the blue. Now Cole, he's going to shovel it again. He hits Luke. Luke's going to dump that in with some force. Hits beside the net and hits the yellow coming out. Luke with a steal. It's a 2-on-1 with Edouard. Luke loses it to the corner, looks, puts it across. Edouard can't get a stick down as he's in behind the player. Out comes Edouard on the back check. He slaps at it, keeps it in the zone. Just over a minute left in this power play. Trying to work in, tight angle off the pad. Sam saves it, goes off to the corner. Cole takes the man down. Edouard gets a stick on it. Defender at the point, going to get a shot off. It goes top of the crease and out to the side. Cleared out by Luke. Luke having a really good shift here. Special teams, power play kill, penalty kill, I should say. And the dangler touches up at the blue. If he had held that, that was a dangerous break for Raiders going in. That one screams around the outside and out. 20 seconds in the penalty. Marco, he slaps it, finds a lane, clear and down the ice. Raiders trying to work into the corner. Penalty has expired. Out comes Mash in an exchange for Raff. There's a player down in the corner. I didn't see that as I looked at the box. We're going to get a whistle for safety reasons with the player down on his knees. Trainer's going to come out off the Raiders bench. Player's going to get up, make his way under his own power. I don't think there's any penalty coming. I didn't see it. Refs might not have either. They'll go and explain to the coach what they did or didn't see. An unconventional play mix here at the Brian Kilray rink. A lot of 80s and 90s music played at a comfortable level. Not obnoxious at all. Mash at the red line with some speed, throws it across, just missing Tristan's stick. Here's Raff. Throws it up to Tristan, just over his stick. Return back down to Lucas. Lucas returns it to the Raiders, who return it back to their corner. Picking up speed. Mash trying to get out at the line, doesn't get out. Kept in by the Raiders. Lucas plays it. Raiders now in the corner. Tristan, he tries to find a line. Scooped up along the boards. Mason doesn't quite get on in time, and Raiders chuck it in. Raff. Other way. Mason. Lucas. Nicely to Mason. Mason with Tristan. Goes across, finds Raff, coming out slowly. Raff's going to throw it down the boards and go after it. Tristan now. Backhand. Backhand, throws it across. Mash in front. Held and stopped with a dead puck there. Mash couldn't get it away. Raiders on the backhand. Save made. Second chance. Going to try and fish it through. There's Mash with a good touch and a break. Off the boards and down in he goes. Poking at it. Mash in tight. Deeks. Backhander. Save made. And then cleared around the outside. Jack will pinch in. He stabs at it. Keeps it in. Mason now to the slot, and it's turned over. Out come the Raiders. Good pressure by the Sting. Now back the other way. Go the Raiders. In behind the net. Wrapping it around the outside. Defender waiting for it. Now in control, down in the face-off circle. Fans on a shot, in behind the nets. Out comes Fergus. Out over the line, Matty chucks it in backwards. Sting clear. Get onside. Fergus picks off a clearing attempt. Behind the net. Sam gets slightly out of position now. He's going to have to scramble across. Fergus picks up a loose puck, hits Matty. Matty with the give and go to Fergus, but it's held in at the point. Then Cole takes it in the body, shovels it up and out. Center ice. Jude picks off a pass. Jack slaps at it. Fergus trying to man it through. Where is it? Chucked in, around the outside and behind. Oh no, it bounces out off the yellow. Sam has to play it at the side. Raiders. I think saved by the buzzer is the Ottawa Sting there with a chance in the slot. So we go into period 3. Tie game. More even that period in terms of shots. Probably something like 9 shots Raiders, 7 Sting, if my mental memory and math is correct. And if my fingers were good enough to capture what was happening. A flurry of action on both ends with good hockey. drops. Tristan and Luke try to push it through. Raiders grab it and throw it all the way down the ice. Raff, he shovels it up, hits the glass and the ledge, and then it's going to pop out. Raiders are going to skate fast and recover that. Luke, he finds, Edward and Tristan work it out. Tristan down the left wing, gets a shot, stopped, loose in front. Goal by Luke! I think a shot was from Tristan, saved, and then Luke had time and got it up top shelf. Luke, the nuke, from tight angle, or tight quarters, I should say. And perhaps, a little surprisingly, now we find the Sting with a 1-goal advantage early in the third. And challenging this goal, I think the Raiders have retreated to their end as a discussion happens. The goal is not up on the scoreboard. I may end up finding myself removing one from my scoreboard. Oh, I think it's going to be held. Linesman picks up the puck, brings it down while the discussion continues. Luke is... No, it's not. It's going to go down the other way. Luke is now in the penalty box. What on earth is happening? Sting's going to... So Luke is taking a penalty. No announcement made for what it was that I could see. I don't know what it was. I'm going to call it charging because he charged into the net. And now, bizarrely, we find Sting on the penalty kill and a goal. For God's sakes. Well, a terrible turn of events to have a goal taken away from Sting, only to go down the other way and have one within a few seconds. Out come the Raiders. Down in. Shot, deflected high and wide. Tristan feeds it up to Jude. Can't control it going through traffic. Raiders clear and dump it down. That'll be icing. I'm curious. I'm going back to the replay. I want to see it myself. Luke scores. The ref shows it in the net. Luke. He's working behind the net. Edward comes in, shoulders up the player. Burgess tries to step in. Luke coming back. Centering it in front. Pad save made. Second chance off the post. And then another save made. Sam. Around the outside. Connor taps it up just enough to get past. Dangles through some traffic. Deeks shovels it up. Mason now waiting at the boards. Gets pinned. Connor across. Gonna slap at it again. This time he gets sandwiched. His stick is caught up. There should be a holding call there. Guys? Yeah, we took a penalty for that, and then nothing on the other side. Puck goes down deep. What are you guys doing? Jack tries to fire it through. Nepean send it back in. Jack trying to work his way through. Stopped. Chance in tight. And another goal. Fergus trying to work through. 1-on-3. Goes to the outside. Looks in tight angle. Save made. Nepean transitioned it back out past Jack. In tight. Flipped up shot. Save made. Sam plays that off at the side. Tristan with some speed, but overskates it. He recovers. Deeks through. Off the side. Centers it through, but Raiders get a stick on it first. Marco tries to hold the line, but it's offside. Out comes Edward. He's looking a little tired. He's going to have to go change. Nepean fish it through, and out they come. Shot. Goes deflected wide inside of the nets. Then around to Edward. He looks. Luke picking it up. Deeks up to Tristan, then through some traffic. Tristan gets his way through. Dangles, goes down. Raff working around the outside. Mash is going to pick that one up on the far side. But a little too much gusto. It goes off his stick. And then to Tristan. That's the stop. Looks, reverses. He goes across to Mason. Mason to Mash. Drops it off. Mason slaps it in offside, though. As Tristan gets back on. Mason has to get back on. Out come the Raiders. Fergus. Mason looking at it. Fergus takes the man off the puck. Luke strips it and dumps it to Fergus. Fergus deeks behind. Goes to the blue and over. Outside, backhanded pass to Mason. Nice little drop there. Raiders in. Lucas working hard. Mason. He goes down off of a stick, and yeah, it's going to be a tripping call. Inadvertent, I would say. Raiders are going to take a tripping call where Mason goes down backwards. Face off one by Sting. Jude back to Cole. Cole, wrister through traffic. Save made slowly by the pad. Tristan now on the outside. Looks. Tristan looks, drops it back, and Cole within an inch. It popped out over the blue. Tristan working on the boards. Goes to Fergus. No, it's Jude. Sorry, Jude. Tic-tac. Jude back to Tristan. Tristan cross ice. Slapper by Marco. In front. Backhander by Matty. Cleared out. Tristan recovers it. Holds it in the zone. Gonna move it around. Tristan looks in. High slots. Deflected down. And a glove save made. So good organization. Nice Sting on that power play, keeping it in the zone, getting a couple shots on target. Here comes Fergus on the face-off, trying to push it through. He recovers it to Luke in front. Luke flips it up. Somehow I don't think it got through to the goalie. I don't know what happened there. Connor. Edouard to Luke off the boards. Lucas stops for a second. Edouard's got it. Misses Fergus on the breakout. He picks it up off the boards. Slapped at by the winger and chucked in by the Sting. Down the ice, cleared out by the Raiders. 20 seconds to go in the penalty to the Raiders. Cole touches up, wraps it around to Jack. Jack, mash, he loses it. And puck deflected off to the corner, centering. Jack touches up. Nobody wants it, hot potato. And Sting now facing a 5-on-5 down in their own zone. Can't get it up to Mash. Mash gets it up to Fergus. Sorry, that's Tristan coming out. Then Mason. Crossed him. Tristan. Tight angle shot. Save made. Out come the Raiders. Tristan back checking. Touches up. Raiders will go change. Raff flips it up to Mash. Mash not looking though. Not cleared out. Marco, he's got a bit of chance. He'll skate that out. Finds Mason. Dangles it through. But defenders handle that easily. Tristan along the boards now. Into the corner it goes. Behind the Raiders net. Raiders with it. Along the boards up to the point. Marco stabs at it. Can't contain it. Out come the Raiders. Back comes Tristan to help out. Ties up the player. Marco picks up the puck. Hits Mason. Mason looks. Lots of vision. But hits his skate trying to clear it out. Chance for the Raiders in tight. I think there was a save made there. I'm not sure. Again, loose puck. This one goes across to Matty. Matty's got the speed. Picking it up. It's a 1-on-4. Surrounded. He goes to the outside. He's going to wait for his teammates to get in off the bench. Dangle it to the slot. Picked off by Fergus. Player goes down. Fergus recovers. Matty's got it. He takes a shot. Pad save made by the Raiders. Fergus swipes at it. Fergus in tight. Going to wrap. Stops. Behind the nets. Gets pushed off. Clearing attempt's going to go out. Connor pinches in. Tags up. Fergus deflects it across, and the shot registers and a pad save made. Sting getting close to evening up the shots. 9 minutes to go in the third period. Now a chance. Off a Raider down in behind the Sting net. They're going to get in there first. Get a chance? No, it's going to be Jack that ties them up. Centering attempt. Matty picks it off. No, it's Cole. Sorry, Cole picks it off. Then trying to find Fergus through the center ice. Fergus dangles, deeks, dives, and dances through. Off to the corner. Jude centering it through. Backhand by Matty. Deflected wide. Fergus in behind. Loose puck in front. Jude takes a swipe at it. Fergus finishes it. Tristan skating out, down to the right wing he goes. Pushed off the side, going to try and backhand it through the slot. Edwards there to stab at it. Loose at the side, second chance. I think Luke had a shot there. And a whistle on a puck that, I don't know, still seemed loose to me, but... Connor holds the line, keeps it in. Now loose in front. Luke trying to recover. Edward comes in. Tristan stabs at it. That puck comes out. Lucas throws it in. It's played by the Raiders. Luke on the back check. Edward pins the man against the bench. Tristan gets that puck. Backhands, tries to feed it through to Luke, it was. Raiders, chance. Shot, point blank. Nice save made there by Sam. Sam ready in position. Fergus taking the face off. Working. Sting get it. Out comes Cole. Mash at the blue line, finding Fergus through the red, chucks it in. Mason goes in to look at it. Mash 2, he picks it up. Oh, but then turns it over, out come the Raiders. Checked up, Fergus with Mash, with Mason. Oh, and Fergus dangles on the blue. Mash tries to reach back, but there was no chance there. Offside. Puck will come out. Raiders win that. Save made. Cleared up by Raff. Backhanded attempt. Somehow that doesn't go. Hits the side of the net, I think. Raff. Oh, almost clears it to Jude, and it's picked off. Marco's going to have to swipe at that one on the boards. Then Jude picked off again. Raff swiping at it. Loose in front. Chance for the Raiders. No. Pushed off by Tristan. Matty tries to backhand it to Tristan on the breakout. Marco's going to grab though, and he's going to go. Nope. Picked off him. And then, finally, Tristan pushing it through. Jude swiping at it. Shot. Save made by Sam. Raiders in behind the nets. Tristan, he grabs it. Skates it out, hits Jude. Nice little breakout pass. Out comes Jude down the right wing. He chucks it in deep. Matty's going to go for a change. Jude's going to go for a change too. In comes Fergus to take a look at it. Connor. Ooh, makes a way through traffic, finds a lane, takes a shot off a body, stop dead. Connor picks up a stick, and it's Edward who recovers it. Edward looking in, tight, at the side of the net. Doesn't hold on to it, though. And I think the ref lost sight of it. Called it dead. Oh, maybe the net was off the mooring. Raiders pushing it through the dot. Fergus recovers. Takes a shot on. Tight angle. Pad save made. Comes back to the Sting side at the blue line. Cole can't hold it. Two Raiders charging through. Come back. Slapped back by Jack. Jack still working the right side, gets it across to Edouard. He finds Fergus at the center. How is that not a... Holy ref. Tristan pushes it to the corner. Mash in there. Puck comes out. Jack trying to hold the point. And across comes Cole to help out. Mason goes back to Cole. Cole deeks. Cole walks in. Through traffic. Cole almost made his way all the way in. Jack lunges at it. Enough to stop that puck, and Mason comes back on the back check to pick that one up. Cross to Jack. Jack up to Mason. Mason finds Tristan up front. Headmanning it nicely. Tristan's pushed off. Centering it. Mason there. Raiders get out. Way wide. Marco. Deeks tripped, and there's a call coming. That's as clear as day when the stick gets caught in his foot. Mash on it, trying to work through, delayed penalty, but the whistle goes. Now, Sting on the power play. Back to the point. Raff throws it along the glass. Raiders recover and bring it out to the right side. Fire it down deep. Actually, hits Sam. He makes a pad save. Raiders up to Matty. Sorry, it's Fergus, then Fergus. Marco's back. Marco looks. Raff doesn't hold that nice pass. Here comes Raff. Dangles it too far in front of himself. Picked off by the Raiders. Shot comes on. Sam drops it off. Fergus picks it up. He finds Matty, then Matty to Marco. Marco's going to chuck it along the board. Held by Raiders, and they throw it back in again. Raff finds Fergus. Fergus to the red line. Looks across, just outside of reach for Mason. Mason down in, recovers, off his skate to the corner. Tries to shovel it back, but picked off. Raiders fire it down. Raiders doing very well on the penalty kill. Cole. Mason. Mason hits a skate. Shoveled in by the Raiders. Connor. At his own skates. Off the boards. Not released well enough. Can't even get it out of our end in a 5-on-1 scenario. Boys are going to have to make their passes a bit more precise here. Now Tristan. Nepean fires it around. Fun's off the boards in a funny way. Held by Cole. Deeks. Cole. Shot. And a save made. Still 2 seconds on the board for the power play for Sting. So they will start the face-off in a 5-on-4. Fergus out for it with Luke this time. No man's puck. Edouard tries to throw it in. And Sam has left the net. It's going to be a 6-on-5, I should say. And actually, that worked out to be a good play. Marco tries to throw it in. It hits a body, stopped. We're going to get a face-off here, just in front of us. Sam on the bench. 1:23 to go here. One over to Luke. Luke centering it through to Edouard. Luke again. Stick lifted, working the corner. Back up to the line for Jack. Jack goes off the boards to Tristan Slapper. And a save collected by the Raiders goalie. Raiders get it off the draw. Back up to Connor. Slapper. Off a skate. Loose in front. Raiders recover it. They throw it down. Goes wide. That'll be an icing. So about 10 seconds come off the clock. Tristan facing off. Swipes at it. Raiders clear it. Down the ice. Wide. Icing. Tristan slapping at it. Raiders get it. We're going to try and kill some time here, pinning it in the corner. Tristan and Mash. Mash works out. Shot on. Pad save. Recovery made by Mason. Goal! Tie game here, 30 seconds to go. Down in the Raiders' end. Everybody back now. Breakout pass, picked off by Cole. Now to Mason. Mason's going to find a Fergus. Fergus spins around. Dipsy doodle. Fergus to Tristan now. Tristan in the corner. Centering it through. Fergus, goal! And they're blowing down the game. That's it. We won't play the last 6 seconds. Well, we're going to show you that beautiful goal as the Sting celebrate. Fergus from Tristan. The arms go up. That is a massive victory for your Ottawa Sting. Boys will line up. Raiders don't know what happened. Well, that is how you overcome adversity. That's how you overcome refereeing decisions that maybe don't go your way, you find the back of the net. Great game played by both teams. Ottawa Sting coming out on top today. On a tear. 2 regular game wins in a row. And looking for more. Lots of action in the third period. Sting will get some congratulations from their colleagues. Must be the U13 team, I'm guessing. And they come off the ice. Well, that's time for me to sign off. Thanks for watching. I'm sure we enjoyed it. We will see you again next time on GTV Ottawa.